The sound of Essex. And all the music you love. The music you love. BBC Essex.
Welcome to the evening show. I'm Rob Jelly. That's producer Beth through there. Hope you're all right. I guarantee you haven't had the best weekend in the world. Why? How do I know that? Because I had it. I had the world's best weekend. So everyone else is just fighting for second place, I'm afraid. I've got the only Swedish band of the night on the way, but not before our second uploader of the night, Mr. Philip Ashdown from Romford, or otherwise known as Anything's Possible, with us to share some more music tonight. Back on BBC Upload again, which is a reminder that if you've been on before, you're welcome back. Just send us something else you've made. Could be the same sort of medium. Could be more another podcast episode you've done. Hey, if you've strayed into a bit of storytelling away from the podcast, well, that's okay. That's fine. We can talk about that. Not a problem. bbc.co.uk/upload is the address to get to. But firstly, thanks for the upload, Philip. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Rob. How are you?
Yep, very well. It's lovely to have you back on the show, Philip, and to catch up again. It's been a little while since we chatted. Did you have a nice weekend?
I had a lovely weekend doing some walking along the Thames, just chilling out, relaxing before the dark winters come in. So best to get the nice sun when the sun was out. So I thought, why not just go for a nice long walk?
Make the most of it as well. And
exactly.
Obviously no walking next weekend through London because the marathon's on.
Oh yes, unfortunately I'm missing that, but I usually love the marathon. Honestly, it's brilliant.
Do you do it?
The marathon, go down there. I've never done it. I know a few people have done it, but I just go down there and watch it. I just think it's very inspirational.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm busy this weekend, but I love it.
That's my excuse as well, Philip. I'm busy this weekend as well. That's why I'm not doing it either. Well, Philip, it's lovely to have you back on because we talk music whenever you're on, and you've been very kind to send us the Space Race, which we'll talk about a little bit in a moment as well. But you've previously said to me about, especially with the name, the sort of the name of the art that you do it under, Anything's Possible, has been very much a sort of mantra of yours, isn't it, for what you want to do with your art?
Yes, I've gone with the name Anything's Possible to try and show a bit of positivity in trying to just show that you can do anything when you put your mind to it. So in my previous interviews, I talked about how I was just using the lockdown experience of like last year just to do something with your time. So I decided I was just going to start writing some music on the bass that's sat next to me. So I decided to release my album, which came out. It'll be a year on Friday, the 1st of October it came out. So that has absolutely flown by that year. Honestly, I've been endlessly getting people to try and listen to my music, endless emails, endless Spotify begging people. So it's gone so fast, but I'm so glad I've done it. So I can celebrate my 1 year anniversary with this song, and I've got a new song coming out on Friday as well, but this is all about the space race, this one. So
brilliant. So out of interest with your release last year, have you listened back to it and started to hear something different from it to what you heard a year ago, or even as you were making it at all?
Well, the first album was very just sort of bass and drum central. So when I've listened back to it, I've realised that I had to start putting a few extra layers into my music. So hence my singles have been like synth wave as well and synth pop. So over the last few months, I've like picked up a synthesizer and obviously trying to bring a bit of synth and just like 4-chord bit of synth music, which you'll hear in this song. So this is. If I'd released this last year, we'd probably have not had the synth element of it. It would have just been a bass and a drum. And obviously this, I like to think, is like evolution of my music in terms of adding that extra layer to give it that sort of, this is quite a psychedelic song. I'm using that sort of, the second half of the song is sort of repetitive and goes into the psychedelia side of things. I've had a few people call it very sort of left field sort of music. So hopefully people do like it.
Yeah. I can hear that as well. When I was listening to it earlier this afternoon, and you know what, Left Field is a really good example of where it sort of strays to towards, but it is still very much yours though, Philip. If you don't mind me saying, it is very. It's still got that root of it. So like what you were making this time last year, that root is still very much in this slightly more evolved version, and I can only think about like what we might be talking about in say in a year's time when the music's maybe evolved a little further furthermore.
Yeah, it was a demo from like a couple of years ago. This is me just using my demos, but I'm now trying to find extra layers that through like synth and sort of drone music, like my Angels and Flutes. That was a drone ambient song. So I'm trying to put it all together and hopefully take the music forward over the next few years. So things will get better, and I'm hoping that people are sort of noticing the progression in the music. So I do have good hope to release an album next year and a few extra singles as well. So it's all coming along nicely now. So I am pleased with it. Awesome. It's just very time consuming.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, art doesn't necessarily always happen overnight, and sometimes we've spoken to people who've said, "Oh, the whole idea came to me in an hour," and that happens. But that happens as often as something taking weeks to really come together and really kind of find its natural kind of conclusion for it. But I want to obviously point people in the direction of where they can hear the music themselves, at their own leisure. But are you working with other people yet? Have you thought about reaching out and working with others at all, or are you still very much focused on making it yourself?
At the moment, I've just focused on myself. I'm probably just going to take a little break after this for a couple of months, work on the new album. I have reached out to sort of record labels and bloggers and stuff, and it will be something that I have to eventually sort of consider, because it's just very time consuming trying to do everything on your own. Yeah. So and obviously as people provide ideas and sort of things to me, then I will sort of start taking it all on board. So I do have plenty of new ideas for next year and the year after. Good. And it's just I've got lots of music to get out there, so hopefully it'll come good.
Ride the wave for now.
Exactly.
Well, where can we find the music online, Philip, so that people can go and find Anything's Possible out there and listen at their own leisure?
Well, you can go to my Facebook account, which should have my link tree information on there. That'll take you straight to like YouTube Music, Spotify, what are they called, Tidal, all those other sites. So you should be able to find it. They're on everywhere.
It's on all the good ones and some of the rubbish ones as well.
You should be able to find it everywhere. But yeah, Spotify is normally the main one. So obviously you got Anything's Possible. The first album was Hello Everyone, How Are You? And so you should just be able to find it via a Google search. I'm doing a lot of YouTube promotion as well, so you should be able to find my YouTube channel as well on there. You should be able to find it anywhere, really.
Fantastic. Well, thank you once again for being a part of our BBC Upload family, Philip. And
thank you very much.
Because it's your song and not mine, will you introduce it for us, please?
So this is The Space Race. This is a psychedelic chill out song about the end of the world. Obviously it doesn't sound optimistic, but it's actually quite relaxing. So enjoy it. The Space Race.
The space race is on. Mars, the space race is on. From Mars to Europa, the space race is on. From Europa to Titan, the space race is on. Beyond the solar system, the space race is on. Where will we go? The space race is on.
The space race, the space race, the space race, the space race is on.
The space race is on. The space race is on. The space race is on. The space race is on. Space race is on. The 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 space race is on. Space race is on. The 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 space race is on.
Anything's possible. The Space Race. Our second upload of the night here on BBC Essex.
BBC
BBC Essex.